back in 1997, and this is horrific. And I'll just read a couple of things in this document. They talk about the treaty issues on page 3, and they say the UN Convention on the Prohibition of Military or any other hostile use of environmental modification, which went into effect October 5th of 1978, applies only to widespread, long-lasting, or severe environmental modifications. In other words, there was a UN treaty back in 78 that prohibited the continued use of widespread and long-lasting environmental modifications. They go on to say that local non-permanent changes such as precipitation, in other words, creating rain enhancement, and hail and fog and cloud dispersal are permitted under the UN Treaty of 1978. They go on page 4 to talk about the weather modification capabilities back then. Degrade enemy forces, create precipitation enhancement, flood the lines of communication, and reduce reconnaissance effectiveness, decrease comfort level, and also decrease morale. Storm enhancement, which would deny operations. Now, we're talking about operations here right now in the United States and globally. Look at what is happening to Texas right now. This is weather weapons. This is war. Precipitation denial. We're seeing that now here in California. They told us then, inducing a drought, denying fresh water. Space weather. Disable and destroy space assets. Fog and cloud removal, or fog and clouds being used as concealment. They could do either. Now we have to think about that. There's huge profits in causing fog, and insurance companies make a tremendous amount of money in impairment of vision on our highways. And sadly, this is another method of market increase and revenue increase. They go on to talk about how fog and cloud generation would increase concealment of the enemy or of friendly forces. So we have to ask ourselves, to what degree is the ability to enhance weather, create weather, also being worked into Jade Helm? Because we know that that is only one aspect of the assault upon the American people, is Jade Helm. And as we go through this document, again, I'm still talking about the 1997 document, old technology. This is old. They talk about creating chaos using the butterfly effect, and that this would be unpredictable. What this means is the butterfly effect, it grants the power to cause a hurricane. They can cause hurricanes.